And we welcome you back here to Edwardsville High School. Sorry, but it seems like we were knocked off by, I don't have any idea what, man. I mean, what is it, a cyberspace gremlin? Is that what we're going to call him? Cyberspace gremlins knocked us off the air, so we hope everybody can find their way back on as we are just about ready for second half action here between Collinsville and Edwardsville as we begin the second half with the Kahoks leading by a score of 24-12. I don't know, man. I was in the middle of a commercial break, and all of a sudden I looked down and my box that's supposed to be green was bright red, and we checked, and we weren't even on anymore.
Haven't missed any action, so a good thing it happened during the break here in the action.
I guess if there's a silver lining, it is the fact that it was during the halftime show.
Sorry to the sponsors that got missed out.
Yeah, we're going to try to make those up for you. Well, I can't even remember what I marked off my list is what I've already played. Boy, did everybody get taller here? Raise it up. Nope, other side. There you go. Hold on to it.
There you go.
Got to hold on to it when you're doing it. Yeah, we're going to have to raise the camera up so we can see. Here's Quan Smith. We're underway in the second half. Collinsville leads 24-12. And it's Geladini with the ball for the Kahawks. About to for Rayshawn Taylor. And Taylor will pop one, and it bounces real high, and it comes down into the hands of the Edwardsville Tigers. So the Tigers pick up the first rebound here in the second. Three-point shot, no good. And that rebound belongs to Collinsville. Rayshawn Taylor brings the ball back up court. Rayshawn, top of the key. Wiggles his way over in the outside lane, dumps it off underneath, and off of an Edwardsville player and out of bounds. So Collinsville will keep it. See, the bad thing is with the setup here, I have to keep the scoreboard up so I can change the score when everybody scores, and I have no idea if that box turns green, red, yellow, or whatever. Not until I have to start playing commercials again do I get to see that. Sometimes I'm off and I don't even know it. Apparently that happened last night. Here is Nate Hall with a three. That one rims out. And the rebound again belongs to Edwardsville. So a couple of shots by each team and nothing doing as far as baskets are concerned. Here is Weller. Weller over on the far side. Gives it up for Knapsinger. Back to Weller. He'll launch another three. That one's going to be off to the left. I saw that as it left his hand, standing in the perfect spot for it. And the rebound again belongs to Collinsville. So each team missing three-pointers and each team rebounding the other team's missed three-pointers. That's how this third quarter has started. Here is Rayshawn Taylor. Taylor kicks it out to Smith. Smith around the top of the key, over into the corner, and that's poked out of bounds by Weller into the Collinsville bench. As we are a minute and 45 seconds into this third quarter, and no one has scored yet. Here is Geladini, which I guess would be fine with Collinsville when you're up by 12. Over to Hall. Free throw line for Geladini. Hands it off. Bluff, and a pass to Geladini. He almost missed that one. Turn around. He goes over the entire basket. Rebound. That belongs to Hall. He goes over the entire basket. Actually, no rebounds because he hasn't touched anything. Here is Smith. Collinsville picking up their own potential turnovers. Smith can't get it to fall either. And Geladini kicks it to Taylor, and Taylor, he gets that ball stripped right out of his hands as he was on his way up to the basket with it. No call.
Let's get the ball up to the basket there about 10 different ways in that possession, and nothing falls.
There is Hemken, who sat early, and he'll make a strong move in the paint, pick up his first 2 points of the game, and finally somebody scores, and it's Edwardsville, 24-14. 10-point lead here for Collinsville. You can raise it up a little bit more there, Zach, if you have to. You could have asked him to move over, not sit down. Here's Taylor. Rayshawn gets it to Geladini, out front to Nate Hall, over to Taylor again on the wing. Taylor dribbles and drives and kicks it out to Smith. Over to Hall, another three-pointer on the way. That one's going to go off to the right. Boy, oh boy, no one can hit three-pointers here tonight. That's for sure. Rebound belongs to Edwardsville, and here is Weller. Weller will kick it back out. Here's another three-point try for Edwardsville. That's an air ball. I think it's better off if these two teams just stop trying three-pointers right now.
Oh, Edwardsville's missing worse, too. They have had some that have just been way off the mark. But, yeah, maybe pound the ball inside here. The three's not there.
4.5 minutes to go. We're almost halfway through this third quarter, and Collinsville is yet to score. There is Rayshawn Taylor at the top of the key. picks up his dribble, gives to Skeet over on the right wing, into the corner now for Granger. He'll launch a three. Finally, somebody hits a three-point shot, and it's David Granger.
You noticed that early in the game when Granger was out there by a three-pointer, it didn't seem like they were going to come out and guard him, and it might come to that point where he needed to take one of them shots, and he drilled it.
Weller, a charging call against Weller against Geladini.
That's a tough charge to take.
It is.
The man on the move, but he held his defensive stance there and got plowed over.
Weller picks up his third foul. 4:06 left to play here in this third quarter. We hope everybody made it back on. I know that when we get knocked off, sometimes people are like, well, screw it. It sent out another notification, though, so anybody that's subscribed to the channel would get the notification that we're back on. Here's Geladini. Geladini over on the far side, gives it up to Kawan Smith. Back over to Laurent. Laurent dribbles, drives, free throw line, picks it up, gives to Hall. Now over to Rayshon. He was left all alone. Can't get it all the way up there, though. And now Rayshon's hurt. He's holding that right ankle. That's not good.
Fell down grabbing the ankle, but walk off on his own power. And doesn't even want to come out.
Well, no. Wasn't down long enough. Now they're going to make him sit out, aren't they? They're going to make him sit down, at least for this next series. And Granger will come back in. 27-14 in favor of Collinsville. Kahok's looking to go 7-0 before they come back here tomorrow to take on a very good Chicago Morgan Park team. Edwardsville, of course, they're back here tomorrow as well. They come back in to take on Althoff. They have the early game at 1 o'clock. Collinsville's game is at 6:30. Here's Smith over to Granger. Granger hits the only three here tonight. And now Nate Hall at the free throw line. Drives in the paint. Takes it and will take another one as well.
There you go, Nate. The threes weren't falling for him, but this time he drives right down the middle in the paint there and draws the foul. And Rayshon's like, I'm coming back in now.
First points for Nate Hall. Of course, he wasn't going to sit out there that long. So this time, Geladini will go to the bench. He'll get a drink of water and rest up a bit. And Nate Hall at the free throw line on the year is 1 of 2. 1 of 3. Rebound belongs to Edwardsville. Tigers bring it back up. Here is Roundtree. 3:20 to play here in this third quarter. Roundtree. Far side gives to Valentine. And a timeout called by Dustin Battis. He's not very happy with Roundtree for some reason or another. I guess he barked some signals out to Roundtree, and Roundtree didn't follow up with the execution that he was supposed to, so coach got mad. We're back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Pack Mail of Collinsville, locally owned and operated by Ryan Combs. Pack Mail can ship anything, anywhere. They treat you like a neighbor because, well, you are a neighbor. Pack Mail offers shipping materials and containers, private mailboxes, as well as climate-controlled self-storage. Visit Pack Mail at 407 Beltline Road in Collinsville. Online, WeShipSt.Louis.com or call Pack Mail at 346-4884.
Back here at Edwardsville, they're trying to give away $109 in the 50-50, but they've announced the winning number like 3 times and no one's claimed it yet. I'm like, well, why buy a ticket if you're not going to stick around?
Maybe that was my ticket I didn't buy. So maybe
yeah, that was
won.
it. Yeah, uh-huh. The one you didn't buy, somebody else won, and they since have left, I guess. I don't know. Here is Young. Kicks it into the corner for Weller. Weller in front of his bench, and the Tigers work it around the perimeter. And the handoff will go to Young. Young will dribble and drive underneath the basket, left all alone. Too many dump-offs, but it still works for Nick Hemken as Roundtree found him. When Roundtree was underneath the basket, probably could have shot that ball himself.
Would have been a tough angle layup there. Gave it to his man right there in the middle of the paint. 2-on-1.
Only 4 points here in this third quarter for Edwardsville. Collinsville held the Tigers to 3 points in that second quarter. Here's Geladini. Laurent dribbles, drives, bounce pass. Granger!
Granger tried to go up for the jam.
Yeah.
Maybe got hit a little bit as he went up there, but was able to get it Just up over the rim.
He looked like he was going for that slam, and then at the last second, he was just happy to get it to go down. Here is Weller bluffing the three as Geladini's back in, providing the defense. Weller on the wing, dribbles with that left hand all the way into the slot. And now hands off to Hempkin, who hands back to Weller. Weller double teamed over there, and we're going to have a blocking foul against KJ. That'll be his third.
And then KJ doing some acting over there.
1:57 to play. Third quarter action. Todd Duke is my name. Chris Keller on the other microphone. Manning the camera tonight is Zach Roseman. Happy holidays, everyone. Tell you what, traffic was crazy out there tonight getting up to Edwardsville. Everybody's out Christmas shopping.
Yeah, about 5 o'clock heading out of Collinsville. It was
Yeah.
a lot of people on the road.
Here's Weller. Over to Young. Back to Valentine. Valentine trying to work around Smith. He does so into the paint. Ball. It hit about 3 different people in the paint before it finally came out. Slingshot pass on bounce to Valentine from Young. Valentine at the end of his bench gives it back to the top of the key for Young. Back to Valentine. Offset over on that left wing, and Valentine kicks it out now for Weaver. Back to Hempkin. 1:25 to play here in this third quarter. Over to Valentine. Valentine dribbles at the top of the key. Smith all over him. Give is to Weller. Weller skirts it across the paint and trying to find somebody to give it to. Can't, so he turns around. And the fall away, fade away shot works for Brendan Weller. That's his first points here in the second half.
That's all he could do. Don't want to get the ball, too. Clock's ticking there to get out of there for 3 seconds. Just fires one up.
Under a minute to go here in this third quarter. Here is Kawan Smith. Smith keeps it out. Around the perimeter, gives to Geladini. Geladini drives in the paint, takes the shot, and gets the roll. Took a while, but it finally fell.
Cats put them up. You just never know how this is going to roll in or not.
33-18 in favor of Collinsville. 35 seconds left to play here in this third quarter. Taking his time is Young. He'll let the clock wind down.
Yeah, why not? If you're up 15 and they want to take the last shot, run off 35 seconds.
Sure.
Be my guest.
Not going to hurt my feelings. Kahok fans are making some noise. Edwardsville fans wishing they could. Here is Valentine. Gives to Young. Young dribbles around. 5 seconds left, and that one goes out of bounds. Turnover for Edwardsville, and Collinsville will get the ball back with 3.7 seconds left on the clock. And see number 15. I used to call him Tuggle. Jalen McKinney. Yeah. That was Tuggle's number, wasn't it?
That sounds right.
Yeah. Here is Rayshawn Taylor. He'll drive up, and with less than a second, he'll shoot, and he'll hit the rim. And it falls out, and Collinsville will head to the third quarter, leading 33-18. And we are back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Brady Pest and Termite Management is your local pest control source. The Midwest offers its fair share of pest problems, and Brady Pest and Termite Management is up to the challenge. Whether it's pesky rodents in the cold winter months or ants, spiders, and other pests in the warm months, Brady Pest and Termite is your solution. And termites? Brady Pest is tops in the Metro East in termite management. Do you have unwanted pests? Then call the best. Brady Pest and Termite Management in Caseyville. Call 343-1790 or on Facebook at Brady Pest and Termite.
All right, have a good one. Bye.
Yeah, they had to break out a new raffle ticket. Whoever had the first one, they didn't come and claim their $109, so I didn't play. I was asked when I came in, but you know what? I hardly ever can hear the number being called because I have these earphones on. You didn't have any cash?
I have any cash.
All right.
No can do.
We have arrived in the fourth quarter. Collinsville outscoring Edwardsville 9-6. That was a low-scoring quarter. 9-9 in the first quarter, so even a little bit less than that.
Yeah, nobody scored there for the first couple minutes.
Yeah. Took Edwardsville half the quarter to get their first bucket.
You know, Collinsville, you know, you're the best team there. Everybody thinks it's going to be super showtime out here, but Collinsville's content with winning like this. Low-scoring games. They're going to be a tough team to beat. But if you want to play up pace, we'll play it. If you want to drag these games out, we're capable of playing defense too.
All right, we have arrived to the fourth quarter. Edwardsville with the ball. Weller outside at the top of the key. And he still has it over on the far side. Pass and a three-point shot. That misses the mark, and the rebound belongs to Collinsville. And here comes Taylor up to Smith. Smith. Next time we'll move the table down a little farther so we won't have to stand behind the student body cheering section here. And a nice little floater in the lane by Kawan Smith. He has 4 points. He has 2 in each half.
Or the other side.
Yeah, true. I always come up to this side for some reason or another. I don't know why. Here is Roundtree. Oh, he bounces the ball into Young. Young in front of his coach, Dustin Battis. To Nick Hempkin at the top of the key. And a push from behind by Granger on Ethan Young. We'll give Granger his first foul. That'll be the second foul here in the second half for Collinsville. Each team with 2. 1 minute, 2 seconds have expired here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville up 35-18. Hempkin. He gets the inbound pass, gives it back to Young in front of his bench. Young takes it away from the bench and out toward midcourt. Pass over on the far side for Roundtree. Roundtree dribbles it a couple of times, hands it off to Young into the corner for Weller. Weller thought about the 3, pulled it back down, and then that slingshot pass finds Hempkin. One of these days, Roundtree's going to get that pass picked off. 3-point shot. And that one is good for Preston Weaver. And that is the first 3-pointer hit tonight by Edwardsville. They were 0 for 7 before that. Here's Taylor, 35-21. Collinsville still up by 14. Smith dribbles, drives, gives it to Jones. Jones gives it right back. Smith turns, spins in the corner, and kicks it all the way back out to the midcourt stripe. Nice. Well, that one's popped up in the air. Now it's anybody's ball, and the Edwardsville Tigers take the 5th Collinsville turnover. Out to Hempkin. All the way out in the slot to Young. Young will hand the ball off to Roundtree, and Roundtree will move back to the Edwardsville logo at midcourt here at Luco Jackson Gymnasium. Now back over to Weaver, who just hit a 3. He'll get it right back, and he'll try another one. That one's a little short, and the ball goes into the corner, and Weller does a nice job throwing it off of the ankles there of Granger, so Edwardsville will keep it.
Well, the Kahoks were content to let it go out of bounds, and the Tiger player gets the ball there and throws it off of him, standing there in the corner.
Inbound pass comes in, and it's Valentine. Valentine, top of the key, drives from in front of the free throw line, takes the shot, no good. Rebound, tipped by Gelladini, and Taylor gets it. Collinsville brings the ball up with 5:20 left to play. Here is Taylor in the paint, and a foul coming up. This one is either going to go against Hempkin or Weaver. And if it's Hempkin, it'll be his 4th. Well, they're going to call it against Valentine.
They tricked you.
Valentine wasn't even down there, was he? He was on the other side. I don't know. I just work here. Here's Laurent Gelladini. Inbounding, does so to Rayshon in the corner. Rayshon bluffs the 3, works baseline, gets triple teamed. Somebody's open. And a timeout called by head coach Darren Lee right before his star basketball player was ready to fall out of bounds. It is a 30-second timeout. We'll step aside for that long as well. Back in just a moment here on the Kahok Sports Network.
The Collinsville Education Association is a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network. The CEA is your partner as they work to ensure quality education for our children. The CEA advocates excellence and equity in public education and represent over 400 educators in 11 schools in both Madison and St. Clair counties. For more information, you can visit the Collinsville Education Association's Facebook page or the CEA's website at collinsvillecea.org.
Back here at Edwardsville High School, I'm Todd Duke, Chris Kettler, and Zach Roseman, all with you here on a Friday night. Edwardsville Tigers in their home opener tonight. And they started off with a win. Their JV team defeated Collinsville's JV team by 1 point, 53-52. Close game at the end. not so much at the beginning, and a very fast game, too. I think the first half took, 28 minutes?
Yeah, we were up here 6:28, and they were a couple minutes into halftime. It was a fast game. It slowed down a bit there in the fourth quarter with some fouls and timeouts.
Yeah, I think all the coaches had all their timeouts left by the time the second half started, and I think Collinsville used all but one there at the very end. Here is Gelladini. Gelladini for Collinsville. Varsity Kahawks, they lead by 14, 35-21, and we have 5 minutes left to play here in this fourth quarter, and there's a foul by Ethan Young. He'll pick up his third, and that will be the team's fourth, excuse me. Inbound pass into the backcourt for Taylor. Taylor across the timeline. Splits the defense and finds Granger underneath all alone, and Granger gets the nice spin move all the way around the rim. And Collinsville extends that lead to 16. Edwardsville brings the ball back down court. And another one of those sidearm slingshot passes into Hempkin, who finds Weller. Free throw line, turnaround shot, too short. And Kadrian Jones there with the rebound for Collinsville. Now the Kahawks will slow things down. Everything is on their side, the scoreboard and the clock. Here's Taylor. And the ball off to Smith. Smith over to Gelladini. Unless Edwardsville wants to press the issue, they could probably play catch out there for a while. Here's Smith. Starts toward the top of the key, pulls back. Over to Gelladini. Gelladini, one dribble, gives to Smith. Smith, bounce pass, Granger underneath, tries the reverse layup. He's hacked on the way up. And I believe that one's going to go against Brennan Weller. If it is, Weller will pick up his fourth.
Granger.
Nope, they're going to call it against Hempkin. Hempkin will pick up his fourth.
Granger having a great night tonight. He's going to be probably the Kahawks' leading scorer.
Well, right now he has 14. And Rayshon stuck at 11. He has not scored here in the second half, has Taylor. Granger hits it. He is now 2 for 2 from the free throw line.
Not bad for a guy who maybe at the start of the year they had him slated, kind of split time with JV and maybe get some minutes. And
tall kid, man, 6'6".
Aaron Moulton comes back and see if it could be hard to leave him out of there.
Yeah. And
stepping up on that spot.
Granger makes both. And Collinsville extends their lead to 39-21. Edwardsville Tigers over on the far side for Young. Young. 3:35 left to play here in this fourth quarter. Collinsville up 39-21. Tigers have 5 fouls. Collinsville has 2. Tigers with 3 timeouts left, and the Kahawks with 4. Here is Valentine, and it's picked off by Smith. And then a foul by Preston Weaver.
He just got grabbed, too.
Yeah, he did. Little holding call there in Collinsville.
That'd be a hold even in football.
Football, yeah. The flag on the play. Collinsville will inbound right at the scorer's table. And player changes going on. Can't see the numbers right now. We'll tell you about them here as soon as we can. And the next foul by Edwardsville will send the Kahawk to the free throw line. Inbound pass from Gelladini and into the backcourt, or into the front court, excuse me, for Granger, who gives to Smith. Smith spins out of a double team, and gets bumped as he travels down the way. And this one looks like it might go against Kalen McKinney.
And this will send Quan Smith to the line on the bonus. The Cavs can really start to ice this game if they're going to get sent to the line.
McKinney, the 6-foot senior, commits his first foul, and that will send Kawan Smith to the line for the first time tonight. Skeet coming in, having hit 11 of 14. Bends at the knees and can't get it to go. Rebound put back up by KJ, but it rolls all the way around the rim. And then Edwardsville takes care of the second rebound. And the Tigers bring it up, and here is Ethan Young. Young with 3 minutes to go. Gives it back to Valentine at midcourt. Valentine dribbles and drives over here on the right side, kicks it back out. 3-point shot on the way. That one's good for Jack Nafziger. And that is going to tempt Dustin Battis to call a timeout. Show me the signal. Thank you.
Timeout.
I want to see if it's a 30 or a 60 so I know which commercial I have to play. So it is a 60-second timeout, and we are back in just a moment on the Kahok Sports Network.
All Pro Tees in Caseyville is your place for custom apparel and has been for over 20 years now. Why? All Pro Tees can handle any size project, big or small, and they specialize in large group orders. At All Pro Tees, quality is number one on their list of priorities, as is evident by their excellent customer service. Did we mention All Pro Tees has over 20 years of experience? They can even help with fundraisers and event merchandising for your group. So for all of your apparel needs, for civic groups, sports teams, business outings, or even a family reunion, your apparel needs stop at All Pro Tees. All Pro Tees in Caseyville, right across the street from Kahok Stadium. Online at allprotees.com or on Facebook at All Pro Tees. Or call All Pro Tees at 344-2200.
Back at Luco Jackson Gymnasium here on the campus of Edwardsville High School. Todd Duke, Chris Kettler, Zach Roseman along with you. We have 2:53 left here in this fourth quarter between Collinsville and Edwardsville. Kahawks enjoying a 39-24 advantage, and right off of the inbound pass, we have a whistle. As the Tigers are what are they gonna foul the rest of the way?
Yeah, that could at least initially be their plan here. Kahawks missed the last front end of the 1-on-1, and they just went down and hit a 3 at Edwardsville, so they're going to work this for now and see how it turns out for them as far as fouling Collinsville and going down here and trying to get some baskets on the other end.
Kalen McKinney picks up his second foul as he was brought in just to foul, I would imagine. And Rayshon at the free throw line gets his first points here in this second half. So 40-24. Taylor another shot on the way. That one's good as well. And with 2:45 left to play here in this fourth, here is the Tigers and young Mr. Caleb Valentine. And he kicks it out. Here's another three-point shot. That one's not even going to count as Hempkin was sent flying backwards. That one's going to go against Granger.
Granger blasting his way through the screen set up by Hempkin.
That'll be his first, team third. So very well disciplined here for Collinsville in this second half as far as fouls are concerned. Collinsville committed 18 fouls in both the O'Fallon game and the Edwardsville game. For some reason, Coach Lee thinks that's fine. 9 fouls in each half, I wouldn't like that. Here's Weller, strong move, takes the shot, can't go, but now we're going to have a foul coming up against KJ. They say that he got Weller's forearm while Weller was going up. And for Keydrian Jones, that'll be his fourth foul.
It's an amazing call from the referee.
Yeah, the one all the way over here on the side.
Over there. Well, Bobby Cole is right there on the baseline, right in front of it.
Yeah. So to the free throw line will be Brennan Weller. Weller is 1 of 4 from the free throw line. All those shots came in the first half. Weller can't find that stroke for that free throw, man. Here that former Tiger, A.J. Epinesa, ready to go in the NFL draft, projected as a top 10 pick. That's the last I heard anyway. This time Weller makes one.
So he'll forgo his senior year at Iowa, huh?
Yep. He's a beast of a player, man. I was watching that game a couple weeks ago against the Illini, and I was like, man, that dude is big. He was big when he was here, and he's just gotten bigger.
Yeah, he was great to even watch on the basketball court.
Sure was.
He could bring his body around there, and he was hard, tough guy. And we even put him in the all-tournament team in the Holiday Class a couple years ago.
Baseball-style pass for Collinsville into the front court, and then a foul by Edwardsville will send Granger back to the line. And this one is going to go against Gabe James. That'll be his first. And Granger at the free throw line is 3 for 3 on this night. I think my daughter was maybe 11 or so when she got a picture with Epinesa. Talk about towering over a little girl. Man, it was, I think she came up to his kneecap. Granger misses this one. And the rebound belongs to Edwardsville, and here is Weller, and Weller takes an off-angle shot, can't get it to go, and then a foul underneath by KJ again. He'll foul out, and there should have been a foul called before that because Taylor went up to get the ball and was almost shoved from behind and out of bounds.
He was shoved, and that's why he was falling out of bounds and just tried to throw it back.
Yep. So that's going to do it for Kadrian Jones. He fouls out of this game with 2:12 left to play here in this fourth quarter. 41-25 game, 2 minutes, 12 seconds left here in this fourth quarter. Here is Nick Hemken at the free throw line for the first time tonight. Nick, 2 of 3.
Missed it.
Okay. I wasn't looking. I was looking down at my stats.
Didn't know how much of it you saw.
No, none of it. Nada. There's Hemken, try number 2. And that one's going to fall in. Thought it was going to be a little short there for a moment. And more player exchanges as Roundtree comes back in. Hemken will go to the bench. Here is Geladini inbounding to Taylor. Taylor to Granger, trying to go for the alley-oop, but Taylor left him a little bit too far on the pass. So Rayshon ends up picking up the easy bucket underneath. 41-20. Excuse me, 43.
Put the points on the wrong side of the board. It's 43-26.
43-26 is what I have.
Yeah. They'll fix it
There's
eventually.
a three-point shot way downtown. No good. And the rebound belongs to Rayshon. Collinsville will work it back up with 1:40 left to play. Kahawks will move to 7-0 for the second time in a row. Second season. They had that 7-game streak busted last year by East St. Louis. And the Kahawks will be taking on a very tough Chicago Morgan Park team tomorrow, hoping to start off 8-0. No easy task there. Smith at the free throw line for the first time, and that one rolls around. Kawan on the year, 11 of 14. Didn't I say that earlier? This is his second time up, isn't it?
He missed that front end of the 1-and-1 earlier.
Yeah.
Now they finally get the scoreboard right. Now the refs are lost on something.
Not sure what. As Kawan Smith is ready for another shot. 94 seconds left to play here in this fourth quarter.
Yep, Morgan Park tomorrow.
And Smith hits the second. 44-26. Here are the Tigers. Here's Weaver. At the top of the key, another three-point try, and that one's going to fall a little bit short off the front of the rim. Rebound belongs to Collinsville. And up underneath, no one was there for Smith. He's going to just waste some time. He'll bring it all the way back out. He traveled baseline all the way around the far side sideline. And then over here on the near side, now he splits a couple of defenders, takes it to the hoop, and it's in.
Just an adventure he wanted to go on. He could have got that up under the basket earlier, then drives in and now puts the Kahawks up 20.
Took a tour of the western end of Luco Jackson Gymnasium. Here's Weller for 3 at the top of the key. That one misses the mark.
Missed everything.
Rebound belonged to Granger. Got the backboard at least. Here's Smith across the timeline. 35 seconds to play here in this fourth quarter. And Smith takes it all the way back out to midcourt. Geladini hands it off to Taylor, and a foul. Why would you, all those guys that touch the ball, why would you want to foul Rayshon?
Yeah, lots of hands on him there is Weaver.
Geladini just had the ball in his hands. They didn't touch him.
As soon as Ray got the ball, Weaver was all over him.
Yeah. Weaver picks up his second. Team is well into shooting free throws now as Rayshon is back at the line. And Rayshon misses this one. That's Rayshon's first miss of the night. 29 seconds left, and now we're going to get the benches to clear for Collinsville and Edwardsville.
Yep.
Rayshon stays out there because he's shooting free throws. Josh Chambers has made his way to the floor, as has Jackson Lee. Travion Swaggart and Caleb Bollinger, who almost was the hero in that JV game.
Kyle Moore looked to get in here after Ray makes his free throw.
Taylor hits that one. So Taylor is 10 of 11 from the free throw line tonight. And he ends up with 16 points, does Rayshawn. That will put him ahead of, there's another three-point shot. That one's hit by McKinney. And Collinsville working the ball up. Here is Ballinger. 10 seconds left. Ballinger on the far side. In the perimeter, he'll sit on the ball. Jump ball called with 1.6 seconds left. And the possession arrow in favor of Collinsville.
Just get it in here, run this clock out. And Kahoks go to 7-0.
Taylor will take over 8th place for Mike Hunter with those 16 points, and then he'll have his sights set on Corey Garcia, who stands in the 7th spot with 1,564 points. Corey played in the early 90s, graduated in 95. Well, that's going to do it. Final score, Collinsville 47 and Edwardsville 29. That welcomes us in to the Cullip Jennings Florist post-game show, brought to you by my friends at Cullip Jennings Florist, a staple in the Collinsville area, has been for generations. Cullip Jennings Florist, located at 517 West Clay Street. Stop in for weekly specials. Right now, poinsettias and Christmas grave blankets are all on sale at Cullip Jennings Florist. If you would like more information on any of those items or anything else that Cullip Jennings has to offer, give them a call at 344-0404. And online at cullipjennings.com. 47-29, the final score here from Edwardsville as Collinsville improves to 7-0, dropping the Tigers down to 4-2. The postgame show comes your way next on the Kahok Sports Network.
Collipp Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Collipp Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Collipp Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Collipp Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Collipp Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at collipjennings.com.
Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of Code 3 Spices, is first responder owned by proud Kahok alums. Located at 302 East Main Street, Code 3 Barbecue Supply is your home for one-of-a-kind everything barbecue headquarters, providing the best American-made barbecue grills, smokers, rubs, sauces, accessories, and cooking expertise from professional barbecue experts. Code 3 Spices provides award-winning rubs and sauces and donates 25 cents a unit sold to first responder and military organizations to aid the fallen and assist with suicide prevention and PTSD awareness. Stop on by. See the guys at Code 3 Barbecue Supply for all of your cooking and grilling needs. Code 3 Barbecue Supply, home of the Memphis in May first place world champion Patriot sauce. Learn more about their products and mission in giving back to those who serve at code3spices.com. Everyone has those projects around the house that you just don't want to do. AW Outdoor Solutions can take care of that for you. Former Collinsville High School graduate Adam Welly owns AW Outdoor Solutions, and he and his crew can handle all of the dirty work around your home or business, whether that's tree trimming and maintenance, brush removal, power washing, gutter cleaning, and leaf raking and removal. AW Outdoor Solutions can handle that and much more. AW Outdoor Solutions is fully insured and offers free estimates on all of their work. AW Outdoor Solutions. Call Adam Welly at 314-252-8010 or on Facebook at AW Outdoor Solutions. The Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been a proud supporter of KahokSports.com and the Kahok Sports Network from day one. Since 1934, the Junior Service Club of Collinsville has been providing women in the community an opportunity to make a difference with fundraisers and projects, all that go towards helping the needy in Collinsville. If you would like any information on any event sponsored by the Collinsville Junior Service Club, head to Facebook, type in Collinsville Junior Service Club, and then click on the event tab. We thank the Collinsville Junior Service Club for their continued support of the Kahok Sports Network and KahokSports.com.
Hi, Purple and White fans. This is Dan Mode, class of 1989. I'm with New American Funding. Myself and New American Funding are proud sponsors of Kahok Athletics. As we have great coaches at CHS on all the courts, fields, and tracks, we like to coach you through the home buying process and refinance process. If there's ever anything we can do, I can be reached at 618-973-5343 or www.danmodeloans.com. Let's support our student athletes at CHS. They deserve the best. Thank you for your time, and go Kahawks.
Ogle Auctions in Collinsville, the newest in online auctioning. Go to ogleauctionshighbid.com, that's HIBid.com, to check out what's up for bid in the next auction. Ogle Auctions deals with everyday items like board games, t-shirts, and more, to collectibles, whether that is a vehicle, vinyl records, or vintage toys. Or how about a trolley car? And Ogle Auctions is always on the lookout for more items. Check out their next online auction at ogleauctionshighbid.com. That's ogleauctionshibid.com. Or call Kim Ogle today at 618-980-4530.
Sloan's Pub House in Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House is now into their third year of operation on Main Street in Uptown Collinsville. Sloan's Pub House offers daily lunch and dinner specials that feature homemade pizza, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and more. Sloan's Pub House offers a great variety of craft libations for you adults, as well as a great brunch on Saturdays and Sundays. Sloan's Pub House, 119 West Main Street in Collinsville. Give them a call at 618-855-9100 or online at sloanspubhouse.com. The Times-Tribune, Madison County's longest-running leading independent newspaper. The Times-Tribune has now added Collinsville to their coverage area this year, including coverage of City Hall, happenings in Collinsville, as well as coverage of the Unit 10 schools and the Collinsville Kahawks, plus more. The Times-Tribune is a weekly hometown newspaper that is published every Thursday and has been reporting news and sports in Madison County for over 30 years. Subscriptions are only $32 for an entire year, delivered to your home and the online edition. For more information, call the Times-Tribune at 618-667-3111, online at www.timestribunenews.com, or follow them on Facebook at Troy Times-Tribune.
Looking to buy a new home or sell your current one? Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis Realty with all of your real estate needs. The real estate market is hot right now. Trust the Blaylock team of Keller Williams Marquis to help you find the perfect home or to help you get top dollar for your current home. Give Peyton or Emily Blaylock a call today at 618-780-4622 or visit them online at blaylockteam.com or on Facebook at the Blaylock Team.
Call Up Jennings Florist, a Collinsville original since 1939. Call Up Jennings Florist has a wide variety of green and blooming plants, specializing in all designs, from traditional to trend settings. Call Up Jennings Florist is of course your place for beautiful flowers, suitable for any occasion. From anniversaries to birthdays, graduations to weddings, Call Up Jennings Florist is there for any life's major moments. Call Up Jennings Florist, 517 West Clay Street in Collinsville. Call 344-0404 or online at callupjennings.com.
And once again, we welcome you back into the Call Up Jennings Florist post-game show here on the Kahok Sports Network. Collinsville wins this one tonight by a score of 47-29. Leading scorers, I should say, scorers, because Rayshawn Taylor and David Granger both ended up with 16 for your Collinsville Kahawks. After that, you had 9 by Kawan Smith, 4 for Laurent Geladini, and 2 for Nate Hall. For Edwardsville, they were led in points by the 10 for Brennan Weller. He is the only one that scored into double digits, the only one that got close to score into double digits. The rest looking like this: 5 points for Nick Hemken, 3 points each for Jack Nefsinger, Preston Weaver, Kalen McKinney, and Jaleel Roundtree, and then 2 points for Caleb Valentine. For Collinsville, they out-rebounded the Edwardsville Tigers tonight here, 20-15. The Tigers had 10 turnovers, while Collinsville only had 5. They turned the ball over 4 times in the first half, just once in that second half. And then from the lines, Collinsville, a very stellar 14 of 18 from the free throw line, while Edwardsville, they'll have to work on that in practice whenever they can do that, as the Tigers went 3 of 11. Each team kind of cold from beyond the three-point stripe, as Collinsville went 1 of 8, and Edwardsville hit 3 of 14. Here's how it went down. Collinsville and Edwardsville tied 9-9 after 1 quarter of play. Then Collinsville outscored Edwardsville in that second quarter 15-3 to take a 12-point lead into the locker room when it was 24-12. Another low-scoring affair in the third quarter as Collinsville outscored Edwardsville just 9-6 in quarter number 3 to make it a 33-18 game, and then Collinsville outscored Edwardsville 14-11 in quarter number 4 to give us our 47-29 final score. And Chris Kettler, I would believe that 15-3 second quarter put up there by the Collinsville Kahawks was really the quarter that did it in for Edwardsville.
That's what you need. You need to build a bit of a lead here on this Edwardsville team, and the Kahawks did that, and then they just had to do in the second half, just take care of the ball. You talked about just 1 turnover there in the second half, and the Kahawks really were content to just work the clock there a bit and settle for the easy shots they can get, didn't press the issue and do anything to let Edwardsville back into this game. Another great defensive performance here for the Kahawks as they've held teams now to 36 and then 29 here tonight.
Yeah, well, we went back to the East St. Louis game, and Collinsville held the Flyers to single-digit points in 3 of the 4 quarters. Same thing here tonight with Edwardsville. The only time they got into double digits was the 14 they scored in the final quarter.
Then you're going to need this rest here a little bit tonight, and not trying to press the issue, run up and down the court too much. Going to have a tough task on their hands tomorrow night.
So for Rashawn Taylor, his 16 points on the night moved him past Mike Hunter for number 8 on the all-time Kahawk leading scorers list. Yeah. Hunter had 1,516, did all that in the early 80s. He graduated in 84. Skip ahead a decade, and it's Corey Garcia. He's number 7 on the list. He played in the early 90s and graduated in 1995. Garcia has 1,564 points. And Taylor, if you add his 16 onto his total, now has 1,526, and he is 38 points away from taking over the number 7 spot from Corey Garcia. A little bit off the action tonight there for Taylor. He didn't score over 20 points.
No, he didn't. This is going to be below his average, but you expect that against Edwardsville, and in this low-scoring game, he'll have higher totals throughout the season against some different teams like that, but. You're expecting that against Edwardsville. I'll take a 16 spot here, and I'll keep them on track to maybe pass Tom Parker here towards the end of the year for the all-time record.
Yeah, I would imagine he's not going to get past Corey Garcia until that Alton game next week, and we will have
here comes Anderson
that game for you on the 20th. That's 1 week from tonight. Collinsville will play Chicago Morgan Park tomorrow right here in this gym, and then they'll be off until next Friday when they face the Alton Redbirds. So that'll probably be the opportunity that Rashawn will have to pass up young Mr. Corey Garcia. Well, he's probably not so young anymore. 47-29, the final score here, as JV coach and assistant varsity coach Eric Anderson joins us now on the post-game show. Coach, nice win. That was a good rebounding effort, and you kind of let Edwardsville do that slow thing that they do. Meanwhile, you took care of things.
Yeah, it was the kind of game we expected. The key is that we kind of got out. We weren't trailing. If you keep the game close or we stay ahead, we're not as worried about it. But we were able to speed them up a little bit. We stole the ball to start the game. That kind of set the tone, and I thought we played pretty well tonight. We played really well defensively.
Yeah, and David Granger matches Rashawn Taylor with the points tonight at 16. I was very impressed with David's play tonight.
Yeah, he's relentless on the boards. He did a nice job following up missed shots, and he can go up above the crowd and get some of those rebounds. and that's why we put him out there. He plays hard, and tonight just he was in the right spot a lot of times and got a lot of putbacks.
And the free throw line and the practice at the free throw line has paid off, man. You guys went 14 of 18. Not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And obviously Rayshawn Taylor's going to get there a lot, and he usually makes them. So he's kind of getting his confidence, getting his rhythm back there, and I think we'll be fine.
Yeah, he only scored, 6 points for field goals. Everything else was from the free throw line.
Yeah, he's tough. When we get a lead late, it's hard to get it from him and Skeet and Laurent. They did a nice job. We spread them out, go 4 corners, and those guys – just look to attack, make good decisions, and that's where David Granger was a benefactor on quite a few of those layups. And, but that's the game plan. That's what we practice. That's what we want to do, and we get ahead on teams. We want to use our strengths, and that's our guard play.
What do you know about Chicago Morgan Park?
They're awfully good. I know that. We're going to really watch. We've watched some film on them, but we really focused on Edwardsville tonight. We're going to hit it hard tonight and tomorrow morning, and we have a walkthrough for about an hour and 20 minutes tomorrow. We're going to come up with some stuff we can do and hopefully give ourselves a chance to win. They're awfully talented. They got a really good point guard. I think they got 3 guys, 1 guy looking to go to Wake Forest, a couple guys Illinois is interested in. So it's going to be a challenge. I know they shoot it. They take a lot of quick shots. They'll shoot deep beyond the arc, and then they go rebound it, and it's going to be a very big challenge for us tomorrow night.
All right, the JV game. Boy, that was a tough one to lose, man. Well, you guys were down a lot early on in that game, and you fought your way back.
Yeah, we came out, and the way, we just weren't really ready to play, I thought. We didn't make any shots early, and so we allowed them to kind of pack it in on us. We weren't able to extend them at all. And second half, we kind of switched up our offense we were trying to run. We tried to spread it out and kind of get them in attack mode a little bit more. And I thought the kids responded really well, and they rose up to the challenge. I kind of challenged them at halftime to say, this is one of our conference rivals. You're just going to lay down for them. And, they kind of responded, and they did a nice job. They came out, and they started playing a lot more aggressive. We just wanted to get the tempo up. I thought that was important. We did that. We gave ourselves a chance to win. A couple plays down the stretch. A couple times I just wanted them to pull it out, and we shot it, and we missed it, and we gave Edwardsville another possession and ended up costing us.
Yeah.
But it's a learning experience for us.
Big 3-point shot by Ballinger to tie it up, and then he gets fouled and hits the one that takes you ahead. And then down at the other end, I did not think that was a foul against Swaggart. I did not.
Yeah, we had some calls, and I know fouls were in their favor a little bit, but, that happens. Tell the kids we're in a conference game on the road. Doesn't matter what level you're at. It's tough. It's tough to win. You can't expect breaks. You got to make your own luck, and I thought the kids, they continue to play hard, and that's really all I ask for.
I got you. Well,
right.
Good luck against Morgan Park tomorrow, and we'll see you a week from tonight at Alton.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
That is Eric Anderson, the assistant varsity basketball coach and the head coach of the JV team, and we thank him for his visit here on the Cullip Jennings Florist pregame show. That ends our week. Coming up next week, we have 3 games for you. We have hockey for you on Tuesday. That'll be at the McKendree Recplex at 7:30 against O'Fallon, and then we'll finish out the week with back-to-back basketball games, both against Alton. The girls will be at Alton on Thursday night at 7:30, and the boys will be back home versus the Redbirds at 7:30, and then that'll be our last game until the 27th of December when the big Prairie Farms Holiday Basketball Tournament gets underway. Collinsville wins it here tonight, 47-29. A big thank you to Coach Lee for joining me on the pregame show, Coach Anderson for joining me on the post. Big thank you to Zach Roseman operating the camera, and the man on the other microphone, Chris Kettler, as the color commentator. My name is Todd Duke, and until Tuesday, time for some hockey. Everyone have yourselves a fantastic weekend.